We all fall down, all fall down.
Exercises and stretching, I want you to do outside of your workout. So like, you can do it before, you can do it after, right? But yeah, I would try to get it out before the actual workout starts. And then when it comes down to like doing the strengthening stuff, just do that right before. So like,
yeah, this thing, man. Like, I actually never even like do anything like any mobility or like any stretching at all.
Yeah, because I noticed, you know, from like your progress photos, like you have a pretty good back, right? Like you're pretty developed there, but you notice how your shoulder is just like a little bit rolled forward.
Like roll like that, right?
Yeah, you're a little bit rolled forward.
Too,
so you have a little bit anterior like rotation. So what I want to do is, if you can fix that, right? Like you're gonna improve on your ability to do like overhead presses and bench press and stuff, right? So no, I don't only want you just focus on this training block. I don't want you only just focus on the weights and whatnot. I want you to correct your body, right? So that when you actually go to actually do the movements, you're gonna perform them a lot better.
I kind of feel something in my back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So that's because you're extending with your lumbar spine, your lower back, right? Because so what I want you to focus on like is when you lock out your deadlift, right? Hold the top for about a half second, but focus on straightening out the knees and then straighten out the glutes, right? So really flexing the glutes hard. And when you flex the quads, right, what they should do is keep the knees extended. So your knees should not bend, right? So the reason why you're leaning back so much is because you're not locking out the knees.
Oh, that's true, man. Like I can see it from here. Like my knees
exactly.
Like bendy. Right?
Exactly. So that's why I always want to encourage you to like record video, because that's where I'm going to give you the most amount of feedback, right?
Yeah.
So those are just minor tweaks, and I think we're gonna get better over time. And for that reason, like that's so like, you know how your foot was kind of like a little offset. Just make sure you take a look at that when you start squatting, and then when you deadlift, focus on fixing that. So that's the main reason why, you know, when you gave me your 1 rep maxes, I actually decided I wanted to drop them about 10-15 pounds.
Oh, okay.
So like when you actually go to your training, right? Like it's going to be a little bit lighter for the first 4 weeks, but once you fix up the form, then we're going to start increasing it. So let's say if RP scale is from 1 to 10, right? 1 to 10, so 10 would be a maximal effort. Let's say if I asked you to go PR today, right? PR on your bench, right? Yeah. If you tested a 1 rep max and you either failed or there's no way, you finish a rep, but there's no way you can get a second rep, I would rate that as RP 10, right? So it doesn't matter if I ask you to do that in a 1 rep max, or if I ask you to do that in a 4 sets of 10. Right? If you fail or there's no way you can do another rep, that's a maximum effort. Okay? So now on that scale, if you go down by 0.5, right? We get a if you could do could have done 1 more rep. So you basically just finish that rep, but you know that if you possibly could have 1 more rep, but it would be a grinder, right? Like it's either you might have it in you, but you might not. Okay? And then if you go down to a 9.0, right? Is if you can definitely do one more rep, but you choose to just rack the weight, right? So you're just leaving 1 in the tank. Okay? Usually in training, I don't want you going to 9, 9.5, or a 10, right? So I usually get you in the range from 7 up to 8.5 in most cases, right? Unless you get into like the later weeks of your programming, that's when the weights are going to feel a little bit heavier and grindier. Okay? So if you ever feel like a weight is RPE 9, I want you to drop the weight.
Drop the weight, okay.
Okay? So if you go down to a RP 8.5, right? So it's a maybe if you can do 2 more reps. Maybe, right? So you definitely have 1. The second one might be a grinder, right? But you choose to rack it.
Be on it? Like you have YouTube.
YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, man.
That's sick.
We just started it, actually, like maybe 2 months ago. So I have some of the extras on there. So like if you take a look here, I got some mobility stuff.
Alright, man. Diffusion and athletics.
Yeah. So I have a few videos. You want to say hi to YouTube?
I'll follow you, man.
Let's say hi to YouTube? Yeah.
Yo,
how's it going, guys? So today marks 7 weeks out from my show. So I have all my meals planned today. My macros today are 175 grams of carbs. I got 180 protein and 45 fats. So back to my low carb days. Yesterday was my refeed. My weight did go up a little bit, so I'm not too worried. I feel good energy wise. But today is gonna be a pretty busy day. So I'm gonna head over to the gym right after. I'm gonna do a lower body workout. After that, I'm gonna head over to my friend's place. We're gonna have a barbecue. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna be eating there. And then also, I'm gonna actually go down to the bar today. So Sean has actually been nice enough to kind of show us like, or do a video on basically FST. So what that is fascial stretch therapy. So he'll explain all about it, but I'll leave that to him. But I'm just gonna show you my meals for the day. So I'm gonna start off the day. I got some puff wheat cereal. So this is meal number 1. I got puff wheat cereal, a little bit less than what I'm normally getting. So 30 grams of that. And then for these hard-boiled eggs, I'm just gonna have 3 of the egg whites. Okay, so next meal after that, I'm gonna be heading to the barbecue. So I actually bought some lean beef burger patties. So I'm just gonna use mustard, and I have 2 buns over here. So I'm gonna have 2 burgers. That's gonna be the main meal of the day. Okay, after that, I have a little bit of snacks. So what this is 4 rice cakes mixed with 1 serving of beef jerky. So I'm gonna have that in between. And then basically my last meal of the day is gonna be some cod with some rice and spinach. Okay, I think I have an extra protein shake to finish all up. And of course, at the barbecue, I'm gonna have a diet A&W. So honestly, you just gotta do what it takes to hit your macros, even though you have a busy day and you're doing all these sorts of things, even going to like an event like that, right? So of course, I'm gonna pack this all in my trusty 6-pack bag, and I'll catch you later at the gym. What's going on, guys? So I'm gonna walk you through my lower body routine today. Today was the first week of my new training block. So what that basically entails is lighter weights, just trying to get an intro into the program. I had 4x8 scheduled at 265 pounds. Weights move in well, but this was definitely a battle of cardio rather than the actual weights itself. So my heart rate was racing. So I was just trying to keep up with that, but try to bang these out as fast as I can. Right? So got them out of the way. I then moved on to some deadlifts. So I think today for deadlifts I did 5 sets of 4, and then I had 1 additional set where I did an AMRAP. So body feels pretty rested from that deload. I didn't even deadlift, I think, in the deload week, so I just kind of chilled and took it easy. Winged a few workouts, but yeah, I was definitely off program there. So here's my AMRAP set. A little bit faster tempo than my previous one, as I'm trying to get just those reps in, right? So I think I hit, that's 4, I think I hit 8 reps on this set. So look fairly okay. Lats are steam packed. Can't complain, I guess, with only weighing about 153 to 155 pounds. So weight moved pretty well. I think that was 390 pounds. Ooh, my triceps looking juicy in this one. So I'm doing some dumbbell Romanian deadlifts. I love this movement. Honestly, like if you're struggling getting into a setup for a deadlift position, I highly recommend you do some Romanian deadlifts, as they do help improve your hip hinge. So look at my spine, maintain that nice neutral spine, feel that stretch in the hamstrings, and bam, through the glutes. We got fellow YouTuber here, Chris Hurworth.
What up, guys?
Future clap.
Yeah, I'm
looking
down.
fresh to death in the ape. And check out those kicks.
Look at this hype beast fashion in the gym.
Straight styling on them.
Yeah.
So here I am doing hamstring curls. Thank you, Chris Hurworth, for filming the set. Distracting me a little bit, talking about life problems and how they kind of hinder your gains. If The Rock was watching me do the set, he'd tell me to focus. Still pump them out. Alright, so here moving on, I got seated calf raises. I think 1 day a week I do standing and 1 day a week I do seated. So today I did about 5 sets of, I think, 12 to 15 reps. Focus on a nice squeeze at the top and then full stretch at the bottom. So make sure you pause at the bottom, pause at the top. Look at that soleus. It's coming in. Yeah, I've been really working hard to kind of build these guys up, as that's the one thing in the lower body that you show in men's physique, as you kind of hide the quads and hamstrings, but calves are the only thing that shows, so you better make them count. So we're going to bring these guys up. Look at that pain face. I moved on to just a little bit of arms. So here I really love this machine. You can do 2 arms, you can do a single arm. They both work really well. I feel a really nice squeeze on these ones. peak contraction, full stretch, and yeah. So I supersetted this one with the machine right next to it. So I did the tricep preacher next. I really like this exercise, so definitely a staple there. Tricep extensions, I like to put my thumb on the top, you notice that, and I just focus on just movement at the elbow. And this one, for some reason, you really got to brace your core. Otherwise, you're gonna, when the weight kind of swings back and you're not controlling it, right? Your back might kind of arch a little bit. So just make sure you're under control here. Nice squeeze at the bottom. I feel a lot of the long head in this exercise. I really like this one. So moving on here, I got some dumbbell alternating bicep curls. I usually range these in the rep ranges quite a bit. So I'll do heavy sets like for 6 reps, but today I think I did 4 sets of 12. A little bit of body movement, but that's fine, right? You actually do want your elbows to contract forward just a little bit so you can get a peak contraction at the top. Arms are looking pretty good from the refeed day. Not as dry as I'd want, but in the next few weeks I definitely will get to that conditioning. I just got to buckle down, focus. Yeah, but I got a nice pump after this. So the way I kind of designed this this last day on my program for week 1 is I kind of just bang out a little bit of legs, finish all my lower body movements first, and I got 2 exercises each for my arms. Yeah, happy with how that's looking. Moving on, we got straight arm tricep push downs. Triceps definitely, again, one of my stronger areas. Just make sure you focus on keeping those elbows tucked in. Focus on the squeeze at the bottom. Got some veins going on. Yeah, the back is jacked. So here's a little bit of posing. Looking a little bit drier, but still kind of watery in the midsection. So hopefully I can dry out in the next couple weeks. But definitely I'm progressing, I think, week to week. It's looking better and better. So hopefully when I see Sean, he's going to kind of fix up my ribcage a little bit. So you can notice, like, on this side, I'm a little bit more crunched in on the right. Really subtle, but, like, you can kind of notice it, like, especially in this front pose. So you look at the right side. Transitions are feeling pretty good with me right now. Just got to keep practicing. I had 2 burgers, but I only have 1 left.
Yeah.
But this is all track, but I did kind of go over. I had a little bit of chips.
Cool.
Alright guys, so I just left the barbecue and I got to the bar. So I'm about to head upstairs with Sean, and he's just going to give a brief intro of what FST is, and I think hopefully we're going to do a little bit of a treatment. So just stay tuned. He's going to probably, I'm just going to let him take the lead. See what he wants to kind of talk about, but that's going to be a separate video from this vlog. Okay, so stay tuned. So I just got back from the bar. Sean and I will be putting that video out later in the week. As I told you at the barbecue, I had 2 of those burgers. I had probably like 20 chips, so I just had to change some things around and make it fit. I'm still having my rice, cod, and my spinach, and then I think I have a scoop and a half of protein to finish off. So I'm going to have this. Right now it's about 9 p.m. My friends are still over at the house, so I'm going to head back over there. But I think this is going to be the last video of the vlog. So I hope you like this video. If you like me doing these kind of videos and you like what you kind of saw, please like, comment, and subscribe, as it does help us out growing the channel. There's a lot of videos coming up soon, so we have a big promo coming up. And don't forget about that contest. Get your entries in now, right? So just stay tuned. More good stuff coming.